Yang berhormat, I shall now call upon honourable members who wish to participate in the debate on this bill. Member for Daro.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam Sarawakku sayang. Thank you, Tan Sri Ahmad Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to participate in this debate. Tan Sri Ahmad Speaker, the Sarawak government under the leadership of our far-sighted leader, Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Petinggi Abang Jo, Premier of Sarawak, has always been committed to bring Sarawak for the better. This is proven by his commitment in his visit to London, Norway, and Singapore to learn in depth regarding establishing of our own sovereign fund. Before I go deeper, we need to understand what does sovereign funds means. It is defined as state-owned investment fund, runs on behalf of the people, frequently from the fund generated by government from the state surplus reserve. I believe this is a good move by the government to prosper the state as a developed state with high income by year 2030. Sarawak revenues majorly come from petroleum and natural gas trade, which Petronas finally agrees to pay Sarawak or RM 2.96 billion sales tax, has opened doors to more development projects and give backs to the people through bantuan khas Sarawakku sayang or BKSS 1 from 1.0 up to BKS 9.0. Not only that, GPS government has brought multiply connectivity projects, which some has been cancelled during Pakatan Harapan government, which includes Batang Rabungan Bridge, Batang Lupa Bridge, and Batang Ikan Bridge. This proves that the GPS has the capabilities in generating and managing our financial reserve. Apart from that, this puts Sarawak in excellent economic position, and the idea to invest the sovereign fund should be arises in this August House. Tan Sri Ahmad Speaker, sovereign funds aims to invest in a variety of sectors as a way to accrue profit for the benefit of our beloved Sarawak economy, independently to our beloved citizens. Generally, several funds target to 1. Protect the state wealth and invest it properly for future use in the case of economic crisis. Number 2, protect state's economy in budget from risk due to economic fluctuation, which include inflation. 3, maintain the tenets of intergenerational equity after mineral resources have been depleted. Number 4, also increase yield from sovereign exchange reserve via investments. Hence, this can be achieved by types of sovereign funds, namely, first, stabilization fund, also known as rainy day funds. They are made up of capital that the government has set aside to protect the nation from economic disaster. Unexpected occurrences called economic shock have a significant impact on how quickly economies flourish. The unanticipated incidents consist of unexpected tax rises or cut to welfare benefit, a financial crisis which can trigger a decline in central bank ability to lend or give credit, rapid increase in unemployment rates, unforeseen breakthrough in technology, sharp rise in price of petroleum and natural resources, and political turmoils. Number 2, future generation fund. An intergenerational saving fund is a fund for the next generation. This kind of fund is established by several nations in order to have enough resources to cover the rising costs associated with the aging population. Pressure on the government budget in the future is lessened as a result. Number 3, Reserve Investment Fund. The fund in the Reserve Investment Fund are set aside for investing, which distinguishes it from other type of sovereign fund. The main objective of the account is to raise money for high yield, long-term investments. Number 4, Pension Reserve Fund. Fund set aside to pay for nation pensions. System is known as a pension reserve fund. With such a system, the place paying for pension is no longer solely the responsibility of the government's budget. A pension reserve fund is not present in every nation, despite its importance. It occurs more frequently in nations with aging population and low fertility rates. Taking example of Norway, the government pension funds, globals, is also known as OL fund, was established in 1990. That aims to invest the surplus revenues of Norwegians petroleum sector. Today, Norway owns over US dollar 1.19 trillion in asset and hold 1.3% of all the world listed companies, over 70 countries worldwide. This has benefited the Norwegians with vast developments and welfare that include free education in public universities. With the same blueprint, Sarawak can do the same. We can develop our beloved lands, especially in the rurals, and provide better future for our upcoming generations. The leadership of Yang Berhormat Premier of Sarawak has been recognized and endorsed globally, with him always seeking for betterments for our future generation. He realized that we cannot solely depend on our petroleum and natural gas resources. Hence, he is leading Sarawak towards sustainable energies, which are eco-friendlier and greener. If we take a close look at the world hydrogen energy map, we can see a small dot which is located in Sarawak, besides Singapore and Brunei, where we can proudly say that we know and are aware of the global climate change crisis. I couldn't be prouder of this. Recognition of Sarawak's excellent approach of the green hydrogen is proven when Premier of Sarawak was invited to share his views on climate change and the broader use of green hydrogen, which took place on last October 10 in Japan. He is also aware that Sarawak has all the potential to generate income from other sources aside of our natural gas and petroleum. He emphasized that Sarawak potential in producing alternative biofuel from algae, and this supports the idea of establishing our own sovereign fund, since pursuing it definitely possible due to revenues generated. GPS is a political party that really fight for Sarawak and consists of members that firmly hold to party principles. All these new innovation of ideas to generate more revenues for Sarawak are aligned with GPS manifesto that was launched during 12th Sarawak state election. To be more precise, we are establishing our own Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund. GPS government under the leadership of Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Abang Jo. Premier of Sarawak is fulfilled 5th, 6th, 7th, 11th, and 44 manifesto points, namely to propel Sarawak towards high income and developed state by 2030, to reduce income disparity through creation of more job opportunities, to eradicate urban and rural poverty, to increase Sarawak income and sources of revenue, and establish sovereign wealth fund. We are the government that fulfill our promises to the people. We are the government that walk the talk. However, sincere to our speaker, making it success is far from easy. Taking Singapore as a nearest example, the government of Singapore Investment Corporation, GIC, success are due to the ability to create a first-class institution based meritocratic principle. This includes involvement in top-notch team that's highly competent professionals, reinforced with both local and international talents. This means in order to set a Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Fund, future fund, we have to do the same. Highly skilled key players should be properly selected and chosen, whether local or international, as this group will be responsible in maneuvering Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund direction on the world fast-changing financial landscape and take this forward as opportunity arises for Sarawak. Apart from that, Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund should approach the investment decision methodically, carefully, and consciously. It's important that it neither adopt a risk-free mindset or nor pursues maximal return at any reckless risk. The government should establish the risk parameter, and Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund should develop and oversee the diversified mix of various investment classes, whether short-term or long-term, to obtain the best result within this constraint to bring betterments for future of Sarawak. With this important factor being carefully considered, I strongly believe there will be an open door to all wonders of Sarawak under the leadership of Yang Berhormat Premier of Sarawak. We can see that we are on the right track and the bright future is ahead of us. Not only Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund will result in more revenues for development, just like Norway and Singapore. It will also bring more job opportunities, strengthens the economy, eradicates poverty, better and free education for our future generation, and last but not least, building trust from both local and foreign investors. Tuan Speaker, it is with my greatest hope that Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund will act as the greatest vehicle for our excess financial reserve to be invested in, provided that we follow the proven successful model of Norway's government pension fund, and also following the bold step done by Singapore, GIC, with the sole aim to adequately care for ourselves while watching out for the welfare and prosperity of our children and grandchildren, and also for future generations who are yet to be born. Tuan Speaker, with that, I strongly beg to support this bill. Thank you.